What up? It's Coach KayJay from RBG's CSGO team. I'm here to walk through some rounds against Team 1 that we played on Vertigo during IEM New York. So getting into it, round 8. This is currently 3-4 for us. Forget who won the pistol. But basically the whole idea for Vertigo for both sides is to fight for ramp, right? CTs fight for ramp, do a bit of chip damage, maybe get a few kills. T's fight for ramp so they can have more pressure towards the execute on A, and we can force rotations of it, right? So we get the kill there. It's currently 5v4 for us, and you'll see that one player, he starts rotating over because we have the ramp control, right? And now once that happens, it gives us a lot of different options, right? We can execute here if we're pretty comfortable with it. We can wait for some re-aggressions. We can go mid, or we can isolate that guy on B, right? We wait for some re-aggression. Their re-aggression play was go for the boost play. We were waiting for it. We catch it off guard. And now we basically just do whatever we really want. This round we choose to fake A and go towards B. We do mess it up a bit. Our spacing is pretty bad here. We thought we had bigger timing than we did. And we threw a bad smoke. And it just messed up. So going through this. Yeah, you'll see our spacing is really bad. We don't really have proper trades at all. Yeah, luckily Jerix is here to isolate some 1v1s and win this important round for us. That's a nice kill there. And he's able to isolate the next 1v1. Right there. Alright, fast forward to the last round of the half. 8-6 from us, pretty standard. But once you get to this point on any map, it's basically both teams understand exactly what the other team wants to do, right? So a lot of anti-strats happen these last few rounds, right? We know that they're fighting for ramp control a lot, so you just have one guy there, do a bit of chip damage, be kind of a nuisance, pull that rotate over. As you see, there's 3 guys on A currently, and now we can isolate the solo guy on B. Run up as 4 and win the bomb site that way. So a few ways to play the B post plant. Best way in my opinion is get that one guy close up, scaled up Pwny, where Pwny is in generator. Play off his contact or play off someone else's contact and he'll swing. And play around the smokes and utility you have left. That's exactly what we do. So fast forwarding past the pistol round 21. Pretty sure we lose pistol. So this is our first proper buy round. And it's basically a pretty standard round from us. Like I said, fight for ramp control. Either full fight it, do some chip damage, stuff like that. Pretty standard stuff towards mid and pretty standard stuff towards B. You'll see here, they only send one guy up. And luckily we're able to read that we pretty much have ramp control and rotate one over towards mid right before they peek it. Right. So luckily we were there just a few seconds fast enough, and we're able to. Now we're in a 1v3 scenario, kinda sometimes tricky, but since we know he's low, we can send one guy to hunt basically, and just that basically cuts off a few angles for us, right? I have an idea that it's not going to come out mid, so my 2 players on the bomb are looking towards this window area, while my 3rd guy hunts. And Barnard's not aware of it, and Walco can just walk up and secure the round for us. Alright, fast forward to round 25 here. Kind of an eco round for us, so have a few options here. Firstly, we can do some cheese play. It basically we got to do some sort of cheese play, right? We can do it off spawn and just maybe like rush something as a group, or we can do it more delayed, see if the team up, give us some free kills, and then we can do some sort of cheese play up a man, right? So this round we choose the later. We choose to do it mid round and see if they fuck up a bit. All the T's really need to do is take ramp control with a decent amount of utility and grouped up, and then throw just proper execute, and there's really nothing the CTs can do unless they get a really good timing and re-aggress as the T's are throwing the execute. As you can see, T's aren't really doing that. They're just throwing a lot of, in my opinion, useless utility to pull some weird rotates that they don't need to really to pull, right? And we're able to just pick and choose our fights and isolate a lot of 1v1s, win a lot of simpler trades. Alright, they get some spam damage there, which is good for them, but we get some spam damage back. Right, via regress, we go 1 for 1, which is fine for us. Right, we go for another play, just kind of have to with our low buy. 3v4. They throw a weird execute that gives us a lot of good spam damage. It gives us a lot of confidence to be able to retake the site properly. That's exactly what we do, right? We have that one smoke. That's all you really need to do for retaking the site is throw one or two good smokes, maybe a flash or two if you have it. But as long as you have one smoke, it's fairly doable, right? So we throw front side smoke this round, lose 1, 2v4, but we know they're lit, right? And left of the T's gives a lot of free 1v1s that we're just able to come out on top of. Right, and we win the round. That's a big thing I see a lot of teams at this level doing and make a mistake, is they won't group up when they have to group up. Like in those small like hectic scenarios, they'll go more to the individualistic, I don't even know that's a word, style, and just go for solo peaks instead of going for more group 2v1s and whatnot. That's what we do, and we won that round before. So now we're around 27, 14-12. Big thing here for me, at least, is keeping the mental of the team. We're fairly good at it, but a lot of teams can easily just think this game is over and just write it off and just start making poor mistakes that we really don't need to. Luckily, this team stays composed pretty easily, so we can adapt exactly how we want. We know we have ramp control. They didn't really throw anything off spawn. So now we're able to rotate 3 towards B/mid and just react however we want to their next play, right? We see they're doing a deep split on B. So we're able to play some proper crossfires. And since they're not expecting this many people to be here, we can easily just come on top of the trades and win that round. 14-13. So we're against the eco here. Like I said, for the CTs, basically I had to do a group play or a cheese play, right? It's kind of easier for T's because then you can just bum rush a site with only one guy on it on this map, and that's what they sort of do. They do make a mistake when entering the site, but I'll get to that when it comes. So right here, ramp control. No one's here. Can rotate however we want to. This round we decide to do 1 towards mid, 2 towards a B site. Thinking they'll do standard B execute. We guess right. They're lining up nades for a B execute. And they make a big mistake here. They don't throw a proper scale flash. So they throw really good flashes, but they're not timed enough to blind Hex here, right? As soon as they scale up and get into his line of sight, he's unblind and he usually can take that fight and get a 3-piece. Alright, so that's a big mistake from Team 1 there. They could have honestly won them that map. Alright, just a delay to flash or throw an extra flash. And it's a super easy round for Team 1 to maybe win out. So now 14-14, the T's economy is pretty bad. So this is basically a do or die for them. If we win this round as a CT, we basically win the map. So we gotta make sure we make as little as mistakes as possible. And I feel like we did a really good job this round. Right. We know they're doing ramp control. That's pretty obvious at it. Pretty late in the round, so we already have some good reads on it. So we just pick and choose what we want to do. They're doing this one thing, so we adapt a certain way. KayJay does something else, we adapt it a different way, and just come on top. All right, now we're in a 2v4 scenario. Teams have a few options here. Kind of low nades. All they really need to do is group up and maybe not go A here, right? In my opinion, once the CTs have 4, mids are very open for the T's just to send a lurk or just do some sort of play mid. But here, they kind of just go 1 by 1 into our crosshairs on the A with no real util. So it's a pretty easy round for us. 15-14 for us. Against the Eagles, like I said, pretty straightforward round for us. We do make a few mistakes this round, whether it be nerves or whatnot. Do make a little bit of mistakes. right? We don't play too... We think they have a better buy than they do when they come B. So we play a more of a, in a sense, cheesy angles. And it's super hard to fall back and actually hold the site. Instead, we just get 2, go for 2 for 2. Luckily, we had super fast rotates, so we had ramp control and knew no one was there. And now, fighting for the site, right? They slowed down. We kind of have an idea that they're not coming out. But best play here we can do here is just stay together and take 3v3 as a 3v3 instead of a bunch of different 1v1s. So it's basically a 50-50 at that point, right? Pretty much we know they're going A here, but just in case they come back B or just in case they come back mid, we are 100% ready for that. So they're coming back A here. Not much we can do besides retake it. Retake A, like I said before, is pretty straightforward as long as you have the nades. As you see, Pwny and Walco both have nades for the retake. So it's pretty good for us. Good, nice kill there by Pwny using the Molly nade combo on default plant. Walco gets a flank going. Wins that fight. Now it's 3v1 and all we need to do is just group up and trade together. And we win out. So yeah, that's me just breaking down a few rounds from a match against Team 1 on Vertigo. Might be more video of these types of videos coming out in the future, but for now, I'll catch you guys later. See ya.